Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how I do my foundation, contour, and highlight, and I'll be using the Fenty beauty products. So I already primed my face, like prepped it before I did this. So I used the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum and the Dr. Jart Hydro Gel Moisturizer. And I am using her Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation, and my shade is 210. So I just squirted a few pumps onto the back of my hand, and I wasn't quite sure how much I was going to need, so I figured I'd start with less and build from there. And I'm using one of those, circle brushes, and I'm just buffing the product into my face. And this one is from a brand called Crown Beauty. And I really like it a lot. It really pushes the product in, makes it look more like skin-like, not like it's sitting on top. And then I do go back in with a second layer because I wanted a more like full coverage. And I am using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender for this. Make sure to get that net, girl. Don't forget that. And now I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which I love. It's my #1 baby. And I'm doing a little bit under my under eye, and then I'm doing a few dots like along the bridge of my nose and my forehead. And then I'm going back in with the Beauty Blender and just blending that out, covering all my sins from the night before. Nah, just kidding. I don't do anything. I was in bed by 8. But yeah, covering my dark circles that I have, a little bit of dark circles, and just any imperfections. Covering up my little pimples that decided to pop up today on my cheek. I'm like, thanks. And I don't really put too much on my chin because I tend to get really oily right there, so I just kind of was putting whatever was left over onto that chin area. And then just, keep pushing that product in. And now I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color powder. I ordered this online for about $12. I really love it. I feel like this is what gives me that super soft look. And I don't do my whole face, I just did my under eye, and you'll see why in a second. But I am going to contour with their Match Sticks. The color is Amber, and I line my cheekbones, my jawline, a little bit on my forehead, and my nose. And I'm just going in with a smaller crown brush and blending all that out. Snatching that double chin, girl. Yes, just keep blending. Blending is the key. Circular motion. I like this brush because it blends it in really easily, so you do not have to work that hard. And then for the bridge, I like to go in with a smaller brush, so I'm using a Morphe brush from their copper set just to really snatch that line on my nose. You don't want it too harsh to where you can see it, and I feel like this brush really blends it out nicely. And I just keep going back and forth, just making sure there is no line. And then I do go over it with my Beauty Blender. I don't have any extra product on it, just whatever's left over, just to make sure that there's no line. And then I'm pressing in that RCMA powder with this Tarte brush. And I'm just going on my areas that tend to get very oily. So forehead, nose, smile line, chin. Around my nose, that's where the product usually breaks up because I get oily right there. And I don't let it bake too long because I feel like I get a really dry kind of appearance. So I press it into the skin and then I dust it off. And I am using one of the brushes from the Unicorn set, just like a fluffy big brush. I'm just dusting off all that product. And I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, which has been through hell and back, as you can see, but it's my baby. and I am using the shade Subconscious, and I'm just going over what I already contoured just to make sure that I'm setting it in there and it's going to stay, and just to give it a more flawless finish, just hitting those same areas that I just did. Yeah, I definitely make weird faces when I'm contouring, apparently. Now I'm using the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. The shades I got are Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. So I feel like Lightning Dust is more of a sheer and Fire Crystal is more like a pop. So I used Lightning Dust on the tip of my nose and my lip just for a little lighter highlight, and then Fire Crystal on my cheeks for a more intense and bright highlight. So overall, I loved all the products. The wear was great, the application was great, packaging was great. I would recommend it. You should definitely try it. Thanks for watching.